Welcome to Uffsides. It's time for the conference championship games, Final Four. I'm Matt Ufford, joined by Alex, and Will's not feeling so well. The Cowboys are no longer in the playoffs. Our Final Four are set 4 great quarterbacks, maybe the best 4 quarterbacks in the game, in rematches from earlier in the season, although lots of different players are healthy this time around.
Boo.
Any closing remarks about the Cowboys, Will?
What's the point?
All right, first game, Packers at Falcons, the NFC Championship, and the final game at the Georgia Dome. Georgia Dome, home of such legendary Falcons wins like last week against Seattle and a couple years earlier against Seattle. Great college football games held there over the years. In my opinion, these are the 2 hottest quarterbacks in the game right now. If I were making the awards, I would say this is Aaron Rodgers, the MVP, versus Matt Ryan, the Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
You can switch those around if you want.
Rodgers was hotter with the mustache, though.
Yeah.
Something to ride.
I think this is the better of the 2 games because it's quarterbacks who are even hotter playing against defenses that are, can we say trash? Yeah. I think both defenses are hot trash. The Packers have kind of a good run defense, but both teams are pretty lousy against the pass. I will say about the Packers secondary, as bad as they are against the pass, their safeties are really good. Clinton-Dix and Morgan Burnett.
Yeah, but he's banged up, so we don't know if he's going to play.
Woo! Definitely not playing for the Falcons. Adrian Claiborne, he was second on the team in sacks, so you're replacing him with Dwight Freeney. He is 39?
At least.
He's so old. These teams faced each other in week 8. What happened?
Falcons eked out a last-second win, but the Packers didn't have Randall Cobb, Ty Montgomery, Jared Cook, Clay Matthews, Demarius Randall, or Quentin Rollins.
And they didn't have Aaron Rodgers in his current iteration.
That too.
Why didn't they play those guys, though? They probably would have won.
Ooh, we have all sorts of family ties to talk about, not just with Aaron Rodgers, who has made a great case for not talking to your immediate family. Mason Crosby is like the anti-Aaron Rodgers. He's super close with his family. Mason Crosby, of course, hit 2 50-plus yard field goals in the final 2 minutes of the game to beat the Cowboys.
Not everyone agrees that he made them.
While we're on the subject of family, Clay Matthews is going to be rushing the passer against his cousin Jake. Lots of white guy hair in this. We got Clay Matthews. David Bakhtiari's super gross, like long curly hair. When I see David Bakhtiari, I think of like the shirtless, hairy guy who sweats a lot in a pickup basketball game. I would not want to rush the passer against David Bakhtiari because I'd be like, oh, some of his hair touched my skin. And then there's also Brooks Reed on the Falcons, who is like discount Clay Matthews in literally every way. It's a downgrade in quality of his long blonde locks, of his handsome face, and of his play on the field.
Meanwhile, I'm a clearance rack Brooks Reed, so.
Yeah, you're heroin Brooks Reed.
Yeah.
Julio Jones looks pretty good. He's a giant man that can stop and start on a dime. That's not fair.
And he's half strength right now with the turf toe.
Who are the Falcons going to get on the sideline to troll their opponents?
Future's out of the question this week.
Jordan Rodgers?
They're going to have Aaron Rodgers' family on the sideline.
The Rodgers Family Gospel Choir?
Wearing Falcons jerseys. Future apparently sent his son, who lives with Sierra and Russ, a Falcons jersey, to which Future's son said, "Who's Future?" Looked at Russell Wilson and said, "Daddy, who's this man sending me a Falcons jersey?" Arthur Blank.
Old Artie Blank.
Dancing to Bad and Bougie.
Vampire mortician Arthur Blank. He's just over there grinding to a Hitchcock soundtrack.
Step into my Home Depot. It would be ironic if you stabbed him in the heart with a stake that you'd fashioned from Home Depot.
The only thing that'll kill him.
All right, the line on this game is Falcons by 4.5. I took the Packers last week to cover a close one, and I'm going to do the same this week. As great as the Falcons are, I think that Aaron Rodgers in God mode is equal to the task. Of the 2 defenses, I think the Packers have a slightly better one. I think it's going to be just an absolute shootout. I'll call it 38-35 to the Packers.
And especially I think Jordy Nelson has a decent chance to come back. Packers.
All the way around?
I'll take, Cowboys by 4.